What's up, y'all? It's your boy Double O coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Hope everybody's doing wonderful tonight. It's day 32 in the 30-day series, and as you can see, it's later than normal than what I normally do this. But as I said, I gotta keep my word and continue to put these videos out. Thank you again for joining me. Tonight I want to talk about faith and forgiving in order to grow. A lot of times people say you just gotta have faith, and then you look at them and their life seems to be perfect, or their life is going as they plan. And it's very, very easy to have faith when you have food, or your bills are all your bills are paid, or if you don't have you have a perfect marriage, or your children are doing what they're supposed to do and following the rules, and life is going along well, you have a great job or whatever. But when things are not going your way is when faith really, really comes into play. When you're knocked down, or you have problems, or when life and your children are not doing what they're supposed to do, or if you find out someone is using drugs, or they're alcoholics, or someone has been diagnosed with cancer, or whatever, some of those things that knock us down in life, that's the time where our faith is tested. That's the time where we grow. When problems come about is when you find out really what you're about, what you're made of, so to speak. And that's the time that you have to dig in and really, really search deep within your mind and in your body to really hang on and really build yourself up at that point. And those are the times that you really grow. Those are the times that really show you who you are, and when you can bounce back from things, or you can really come out of holes that you might fall into. And life is going to do that to everybody. Don't get it twisted that people, everything happens great for everybody. It doesn't. It's how you react to those situations, how they react to those situations. And so we must learn to really have faith, and to really dig deep inside of ourselves and come out of those issues and whatnot that we're having. Also, I want to talk about forgiving so that we can grow. In life you're going to run into situations and people who are going to hurt you, and you're going to hurt other people. Things aren't going to be perfect for you, but you have to learn to forgive people. They may offend you, or whatever the case may be, but until you learn to forgive, you can't grow past that situation, or grow past those situations. So really, really think about that the next time you're holding a grudge, or you think you must get revenge on somebody for something, or you hanging on to anger and hatred, or whatever the case may be. That stuff stymies our growth. It stalemates us. So we have to learn how to really, really forgive and move on and grow past the situations. We all have a story. Everybody has a story. 80% of the people don't care, and the other 20% of the people glad it's not them. Right? That's the truth. So 80% of them, they don't care. They really don't care about your issues or your problems, because they got problems of their own. And the other 20% of the people, when they hear your problems, they're glad that it's not them that's having issues. So really, really think about it. Just learn to deal. Deal with it. That's life. We have to deal with it. Either you can deal with it, or you can shrink. And but I believe that you have it within yourself, within your own mind, within your own being, to be the person that you really want to be. Stay busy, stay after it. Don't allow problems and issues to knock you down. Find somebody to help through some issue that they're having. And when you give, you get what you give. So you go out and find somebody to help that person, and become a blessing to somebody else, and then you will see how much your life really will start to blossom, and you will be able to grow and become the person that you want to become. Um, Activate the thinker in your mind. We all have the ability to think. It's such a blessing to be able to think. We've been given minds, but you have to mold your mind to the point where you can become an active thinker, and find a place, like I've said in some of my previous videos. Go off, meditate, pray, meditate, and find yourself and find a way out. Think your way out of the problem. Ask for inspiration, and grow as a person. So, a wonderful book that I really, really love is called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It's a very small little book. I'm talking about like it's yay big, very small, but it's so powerful. As a Man Thinketh. And in that book, he gives an analogy about a garden. And, weeds will grow anywhere. They don't need any type of, you don't have to plant seeds in the front yard. If you don't plant no grass out in the front yard and it rains or something happens like that, you'll come back and you'll see weeds growing in the yard. That's just like anger and bitterness and hatred in us, and the need for revenge and whatnot. Those are like weeds. They don't need any help. They will just grow anywhere. But if you want to grow some beautiful roses or some nice hedges or whatever the case may be, you have to plant the right seeds. And that's the same thing in our mind. We want our mind to grow and to be a beautiful place, and to be like a garden. We have to plant seeds, and we have to get rid of the weeds. We have to tend to that garden. And so you have to tend to your mind and your brain and give it the right type of nourishment, so that you can grow beautiful flowers, or you can have beautiful thoughts, and you can become that person that you want to become. You have to be willing to go against the tide. Many times, we shrink because we're afraid to stand out, or we're afraid to be the person that's different. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to start doing the things that you want to do just because other people don't approve of that. Become who you want to become. Do not get caught in the box. Don't get stuck in the box. Become who you want to become, but sometimes you have to go against the tide, because when you step out of the box, you show people that it can be done, and you call them to attention, and you call them to work, because now they see that you're doing it. So in order for them not to feel small, they have to come up out of it as well. So you got to go against the tide sometimes. So that's just something that you will have to learn to do. The other thing is, I want you to sit down and write a description of the person that you want to become. We talk about writing down our goals and putting plans together to achieve our goals, but I want you to think about what type of person do you want to be really. How do you want to affect the world in a positive way? And think about that person. Who is that person? Who would you like to be? And then write a description of that, and start living up to the description that you write about yourself. And don't be afraid to go back and make tweaks and become, and make it bigger once you decide, oh man, I can really do this. Sorry about that. I can really do it. I can really become who I want to become. But you must write the description down of the person that you want to become, and go for it. Say to yourself, I love myself unconditionally, and I forgive myself for anything I've done in the past, and I am not the same person I used to be. And then grow. Okay? Have faith, forgive, and grow. Remember, we all have a story. And like I said, 80% of the people don't care. Other 20% glad it's not them. We just have to deal with life and stay busy, stay moving. Find someone to help. Help somebody, and you'll learn that you'll be helping yourself at the same time. Definitely become an active thinker. Go away, set aside some time to go away and become and think about the person that you want to become. Think your way out of the issues that you're having. Again, get that little book. It's called As a Man Think It, As a Woman Think It as well. It's by James Allen. It's a very small book. I think it's maybe $2-3 maybe at the store, but you can find it online. You can go to YouTube and just pull it up, As a Man Think It, and just listen to it, or whatever. But I really like reading stuff sometimes because it makes a larger imprint on your mind, I believe. But that's not a scientific fact. I'm just saying that I like to read because it does for me. And don't be afraid to go against the tide. There will be times that you have to go against the tide, and you have to step out and step out of the crowd and be a leader. Don't be afraid of that. That's just what it takes sometimes. Write down the description of the person that you want to become, and say to yourself that you love yourself unconditionally, and be that bigger person. Let's make the world a better place. We can do it. Each one of us. As we become better, the world must become better. It's an actual fact. Alright? Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for joining me again today. It's day number 32. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Peace. One love. Double.